In this project, I'm going to show you how to make this little scene here I've got set up. And in order to do that, we're going to have to use a replicator with a particle. So let me play this. So as you can see, I got this little dial here and these little flames are flickering. Okay, and when I rotate my dial, the flames go up. The higher I rotate it, the higher up they go. When I bring it back down, the flames come back down. So this little dial here controls the intensity of my flame, kind of like a little gas burner. So let me show you how we make this project. Let's close this. Let's get a new one, and we will start from scratch. First thing I'm going to do is go to my library, go to my content, and I'm going to search for altimeter. So I'm going to start typing altimeter, and there it is. So I'm going to select it and hit apply. Now I want to make a few modifications to this because we're not going to be using it all. Okay, so I'm going to delete this replicator small, like that, and that leaves us with just this. Okay, I'm going to open up my dial, and I'm going to remove that spin behavior. Okay, so now as you can see, we have just this dial. Let's select our whole group, and let's scale it down. Okay, and this is basic enough to get the point across for now. If I select my dial, you can see I can rotate my dial. Okay, so I'm going to select it, put it in 12 o'clock position. Okay, and now there's that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add our particle. So let's go to library. Let's select our particle emitters tab. Select pyro, and there'll be a little burning match. Okay, so I'm going to select a new group. I'm going to select the burning match, and I'm going to apply it. And now we have our burning match. I go through, and there we go. Our match is burning. So now we need to get these two to interact together. If I turn down my burning match, you'll see I have a drop 01 copy. Okay? And this has a few behaviors attached to it, and we're not going to worry about that. But what we do want to do is attach this flame behavior, our flame, to the dial as it spins, the Z. That when we rotate our dial, we're rotating it in the Z here. So we want to attach that flame to our Z rotation. Okay, so let's select our drop copy inside of our particle emitter. Let's go to our inspector tab, and under our particle cell tab, we'll see a little parameter called life. Okay, so on that parameter, I want you to right click, and there'll be a list of behaviors or parameters we can add, and I want you to select link. Now this will add the link behavior, and it's marked out right now because we have nothing inside of that link behavior. But what we're going to put inside that link behavior is our little dial. So I'm going to drag that dial down into our well of our link behavior. Okay, so now we have that set up, but if you notice, we have it set up apply to object life. We applied it to our life parameter, but our source parameter that we want to control the life is set to none, and we need to set that to the rotation of this dial. So what I'm going to do is under source parameter, compatible parameters, select properties, transform, rotation, Z. Now that connects our Z rotation to our dial. Let's play this. Now when I rotate my dial, you can see it's working, but it's working backwards. When I rotate my dial clockwise, it makes the flame smaller. And that's because motion registers rotation in a counterclockwise direction. Okay, so that's easy to fix. So we want to go to our link behavior. Okay, under our link behavior, there'll be a scale. I want you to set that scale from 1 to -1. And now when we play our project and we rotate our dial, it controls the flame in the right direction. Okay, so now as I rotate this dial up, it is linked, and it controls the life of our flame, the size of our flame. So now, how do we get that to be in a burner configuration like I had it and I set up? Okay, well, the first thing we're going to need to do is let's select our particle emitter and select our 3D box and change it to 3D. Okay? Now, if you notice, if we select our emitter, our replicate button is not lit up. We can't do it. So how do you replicate a particle emitter? Well, that's easy. You put it inside of a group and you replicate the group. So I'm going to select the group that the burning match is in, and I'm going to replicate that group. And now you can see our replicator's working. So under our replicator tab, I'm going to make it circle, arrangement, I'm going to make it outline. Then I'm going to up my points. As you can see, as I do that, it ups the number of flames. Then I'm going to make my radius a little smaller, like this. I want to make it 3D. Okay? Now if you want to scale it, you can, which will scale the matches, the flames, a little more. Okay? Now let's go ahead and select our 3D rotation tool here and rotate this down like this. And as you can see, it looks flat, but that's okay. We're going to fix that by turning down our angle, and we're going to adjust our angles here. And I'm going to adjust the X angle like so. And now, as you can see, we have our burner configuration. I select my dial, and I'm rotate my dial, and that in turn will control the replicator itself. So as you can see now, the whole flame goes up as I turn my dial. So we can jazz this up just a little bit. Let's get a new group, and let's add a circle to it, and let's put it underneath here like this. And we'll change the color of it. Let's see what looks pretty good. That looks pretty good right there. Okay. Now let's take our dial, go to properties, let's add a drop shadow, and we'll take our replicator and add a drop shadow as well. Now we're getting kind of a cool little clean look on our dial there. And of course we could go on in and add us a background and all that good stuff like I had. Just add you another group, take the group to the bottom so it's behind everything. I like to use the generator color solid. Like this. Select our bottom group, apply it. We'll add a light. We'll switch the light to a, I like a point light. Okay, let's see, let's adjust full width a little bit here. Now let's go to our circle. I also want to add a drop shadow for that. A little bit distance, a little bit further there. Blur it a little bit. Now we have us a cool little scene, and when we select our dial, push play, and rotate our dial, we now control our burner. And as you can see, you can see how this could be useful in so many different ways and be applied to so many different things. We've done linked behaviors before, but I wanted to show you how to use a linked behavior along with making a particle emitter into a replicator. Okay? So as you can see, as I spin my dial, everything works in real time, no rendering necessary. Works great. Do this in AE and you'll be rendering your butt off. So, thanks for watching, guys. I have a couple more nice videos set up I hope you tune in for, and we'll see you then.